But for now, his focus is on 4 open wheels. Starting in 8th. Oh, they're already beating and banging each other there before they come to the green flag.
There it is, a little extracurricular activity, but now we get things straightened out, get him up to speed, and boy, like he was fired out of a harpoon gun, Stephen Chapman, can he beat Gagne? Headed into the corner. The answer is yes, he can.
Sparks fly a bit deeper in the field. Narducci way up high through the corner as Bertollet had a handful in his race car. They've gathered it back in. The battle is on now for the 3rd spot as they come off turn number 4 here on the opening circuit. Chapman leads it. Gagne is there, and then Chris Vaines is working the bottom with corner on his back bumper.
Well, that looked like a balloon with the air coming out of it, but he was able to keep things under control. Now making a move on the outside. Noah corner. He's in 4th. He's in 3rd as he almost got underneath Ethan DeRocher. DeRocher gets his spot back, but corner is there, and so is Wayne Burrows in car number 32.
Burrows working the outside lane.
Car skidding on the grass. Well, he is restarting on the inside, and we'll see if that makes a difference as we get ready to raise the curtain on our light modifieds. On the outside, Stephen Chapman has it cranked up.
Gagne keeps him honest, though, as they come to the green flag. Black and green, number 88, drives deep down to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. He loses a nose on exit, though. Corna nearly collects him coming off the turn. And it's Chapman away with the lead.
And here is Corner. He has inserted himself into 3rd. Willett 4th. Mikey Flynn having a battle with Ethan DeRocher. And Flynn, he will wingding his way. Now it is Corner getting by Gagne. So Corner is in 2nd, chasing after Chapman.
Corner looks really strong tonight. Meanwhile, Mikey Flynn all over the back bumper of Bertollet through the turn. A couple of cars getting way out of the groove. Chris Vaines, one of them. Narducci was caught in the back of that. He's dropping like a rock to the back of the field. And they are still going at it hot and heavy inside the top 5, including Wayne Burrows now working to the inside of DeRocher.
So Narducci is in 12th place. Let's see if he can make a recovery. Right now, the man to catch is Chapman. Narducci on the inside gets by Andrew Less. So he picks up 1 spot, but he needs to pick a lot more than that up, and he has a lot of time in which to do it. Now going after Johnny O'Sullivan.
Here they come down into the corner. He's deep in the field. He's got a lot of ground to make up and not a lot of time to get there. O'Sullivan runs high. Narducci on the bottom as he tries to track down Chris Vaines directly ahead.
And Vaines usually is a very difficult man to get by. We'll see what happens here as Narducci missiles that car, looking to go low against Vaines. There he does, power move. And he is able to pull it off as he was fired out of a skeet shooter.
Chris Carell putting a move on. The bottom of turns 1 and 2. Seeing if he can get by Ethan DeRocher. And we've got 1 car spinning. Down in turn number 2, caution is out.
And it usually takes Chapman about 100 feet to get up to speed. And then by the time he gets to the 2nd corner, he's on top of his game.
Chapman jumped early. And will it help him? He's got a slight edge as they come to the green flag up there in the high lane. 2x2 through the field.
Corner is right with him.
Yeah, he is. But lost it there off turn 2. Chapman holds on for the moment. How about Bertollet? Outside in that red modified.
The Streb Trier Patrick car getting by Gagne on the outside as Gagne came back to life momentarily. He seems to be good on the short runs. Now keep an eye on Narducci as he thunders his way underneath Wade Burrows, and Narducci trying to get into the top 6.
Narducci's coming back to life. Just threw a right elbow on Mikey Flynn, who drifted up the racetrack and lost 2 spots. Narducci on the charge.
Underneath Gagne.
Drastic times call for drastic measures. And Narducci is making it happen. He's up to 4th.
And that little springboard move worked against Gagne. Now it is Noah Corner and Burt Willett in front of him. Still has plenty of time. 9.5 laps to go. But the speeding bullet at the front of the field, the brightest blip on the radar screen, continues to be Chapman. He is running slightly faster right now than Narducci is.
Narducci still has 2 cars between he and Chapman, too, and that's Noah Corner and Bert Ouellette, and they're racing side by side for second. Contact. Corner goes around. Narducci gets through, and meanwhile, we've got big trouble behind there. Multiple cars involved. Corner was stopped on the inside lane of the racetrack. Many of the other cars trying to stop and avoid. Chris Carell is involved.
Field crawls its way into turn number 3, but it is ready to come to life as it enters turn 4. And, Joe, this restart could decide the race.
Ouellette looking pretty good there on the bottom side. Green flag comes out, but Chapman able to put a wheel out in front as they head off the end of the front straightaway into turns 1 and 2. Neck and neck, and it's Chapman with the advantage.
Chapman wandered up the track and got some bite because of it. Now Narducci fighting for third is able to get by Gagne. Trying to get by Ouellette to move into second. Ouellette, a tough obstacle from Narducci to handle.
Well, Narducci overdrove the entry, slid up the racetrack on exit, and got into Bert Ouellette. Now he's in the tire tracks. 8 to go this time through. Here's Narducci looking low on the back straightaway.
Looking for room on the inside. Ouellette has the bottom of the track surrounded. They both go up high into the balcony. That means there's plenty of room on the inside for Narducci, and shutting the door is Bert Ouellette.
Ouellette making it tough for Narducci. He enters high, trying to get that run in the banking off turn number 2. It's not too effective here, though. Meanwhile, one car slow to the bottom makes its way down pit lane. Chapman out in front.
That is Keith Caruso limping off the track. Here is Ouellette holding his ground, protecting his second place turf. Narducci will take a shot coming out of turn number 2, going down low. It is make or break time for Brian Narducci.
Here's a battle for 4th. Flynn went by Gagne. Gagne trying to repay the favor in turn 4.
And he does, and Gagne is able to skateboard his way into 4th. But look at Flynn. He comes to life at the start-finish line, and Flynn moves back into the number 4 position. Here comes Narducci trying it again. And what a job Bert Ouellette is doing. Now Narducci thunders his way down low like lava out of a volcano. And Brian Narducci has moved into second.
Used the Nerf bar to do it. He got into Bert Ouellette, who went up the racetrack just enough. And now does Narducci have enough time? 3.5 laps to go. Can he track down Steven Chapman?
Now on the last lap, Chapman was faster. Let's see what happens when they hit the line. Chapman, 20.707. Narducci, 24.79. Narducci is 0.3 of a second quicker than Chapman.
He's closing, but he's only got 2.5 laps to do it. And when he gets to Chapman, what's he going to do with him? 2 to go. At the line, Narducci is coming.
They helter-skelter their way into turn number 1. Narducci gnawing, whittling away at the advantage by Chapman. Chapman, after his first Thompson victory, he thunders his way into the 4th corner, going high to get the momentum. One more time around. Brian Narducci's winning streak is on the line.
How aggressive will Narducci be? It's going to take a dive bomb effort into turn number 3. Will he do it? 1 lap, 1 car length. Here's Narducci to the bottom, slides him up the racetrack. Chapman to get back to the accelerator, but Brian Narducci maintains his undefeated streak in a last corner, last lap pass to get the win.
We got in a little jingle in the beginning of the race and knocked the toe out a little bit, and I knew we had the fast car and the 14 was fast, but I could see getting tight at the end, and I figured if I set him up to 1 and 2, I'd figure it was Ted's birthday today, so I'd pull a bottom shot into 3, and that's what happened. So got to thank everybody that helped out, all my sponsors, and hopefully keep the streak going next time.
Yeah, I guess so. Congratulations, Steve.